two, one. Um, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Everlasting Syllables. I didn't get a chance to go live today. I didn't get a chance to make an episode last week, like I had told those who were expecting one. So I apologize. I was having some technical difficulties, but just to jump on here again. Um, Wanted to do a quick episode before I go into work. I don't want to like push. I'm not here to push religion on nobody. Um, but I do go to church whenever I can. I know that sounds bad to those who are religious. But to those who are non-religious, I know you guys can relate. I go every chance I get, and if I don't go, I at least try to chime in, and watch it on YouTube live. Again, I'm not here. I hope I don't lose people. I hope you guys are still sticking with me. I'm not here to preach. What I'm here to say is there was a segment. It was about what is love, and they've been doing it for like maybe a couple of weeks now. They even did one today, but I had my daughters write down some things last week. I wanted to do this last week, but I didn't get a chance to do it. So what I have here is some notes from my oldest, and of course, my little one has to be different. I have some notes with some drawings at the bottom from my youngest. Um, I had told them because they've been getting a little too attached to technology. And I mean, we all are, right? We all are um, somehow using a device. I'm using a device. I'm using two different devices right now, including some microphones attached, just to speak my piece with this to you guys. So, but what I'm getting at is like they're getting too attached to like wanting something in their face. And there are moments where I used to catch myself when they were babies because I used to figure when they were little, when they were really, really tiny, I figured there wasn't really like that much interaction that they needed in the moment. I was a new dad at the time, so I'm like, all right, as long as we do this, as long as I can do this, as long as they're playing, they should be good. I seen it when I was younger with little cousins and little siblings, and I pretty much kind of went through it too. As long as they got the game, they're good. So like a lot of the times I used to catch myself, I look back and I'd be like this with my phone while they're next to me, and then I get the whole dad, dad, can we do this? Dad, can we do that? And in the moment, I'm doing something because I used to make music a lot. I used to try to listen to stuff so I could write. I had to prep a lot of things as when it came to my music. So I was putting my music first a lot in those times, and I could admit that I was doing that a lot. It was pretty obvious if you know me for that long, and it was pretty bad of me. And now I catch my daughters doing the same things. I'll be right next to them just like this, and they're both just staring at their screens. So there are times where I allow them to have the screen time because I know a lot of parents recommend that too. They say things like, "Oh, allow them some screen time, and just have it monitored or whatever the case is." So what I did last week, getting to this point, is I told them because they have been having like issues with each other. So I said, "Okay, look, if you guys want to use your iPads or you want to do some gaming this whole week, right? For last week, I was like, if you want to do anything like that this week, I want you guys to watch this video, listen to the message, and understand what the message said. And I want you to relay the message to me. I want you to take some notes and tell me about what some of the things you said." And they're like, "Do we have to? Yes. Do you want to do these things? If you want to do this, you need to earn it." So I'm trying to come up with nice, positive, not punishment type ways for them to, receive a cool message and also try to understand each other as sisters a little bit more. Because I know, having siblings, especially when you see them 24/7, you get irritated with each other. And I wanted them to understand what love is, or what do they think love is, right? So obviously, I'm not gonna sit here and just read word for word, by both of them because I don't know. Let me see. What I will say is I asked them like I want to know what the main things that you heard was. So I was like, "What is love to you guys?" And they both titled it "Love is Patient and Kind," which was pretty cool. And I'm the reason why I don't want to read is because it looks like they wrote a lot of the similarities. They wrote something similar a lot along the lines of each other. Um, but one thing I like that they put is okay. So my oldest. Let's go over my youngest first. Um, this is from Lonnie. We are a sentimental culture where we are inwardly move. I don't know what else you're supposed to put it, but outwardly stagnant of love. I thought that was pretty cool. Um, let's see. I don't want to say that one. Let's try. Oh, okay. I actually like this part of the message. This part said, "Love is the ultimate aim of my life. There is nothing more important that you will do or become than love." That's from my youngest, right? Um, my oldest, she likes to outshine herself. She likes to outdo herself sometimes, and I love that about her. Love never fails. May God be with us and protect us through everything and to guide us to love. And I think safely she meant. Um, wrote more sentences to prove you more that love is patient and kind. Love you, Dad. um, but you know that so like there's things like that. Like she wrote a whole essay. Sometimes we are locked in a prison because of our own self love. It's easy to believe that God is love until your heart's been broken by someone you thought you're going to spend your life with. God, we thank you that you are the demonstration of sacrificial love and that in doing so, you give us the time to grow. So there's a lot more. But again, I'm not trying to preach to you guys. I just want to teach them a a different way to love each other. You know, just as sisters alone. And there's a lot of times where I'll have discussions with them as far as like when the boys come in the picture. Their mom is have the same conversations with them as well. I feel like I annoy the heck out of them some mornings, but I'm like, you know what? Let's try to talk about this. Let's try to talk about that. So um, that's one thing I wanted to like preach to them about is like, what do you guys think love is? And I even relate it to anything. So like after I read these and had talks with them, like it could even be with music, right? And that's one of my big things in life. I love music. I love people. I love music. I love my daughters. I love God. I don't want to preach that word to you guys. I'm not here to, tell you guys repent and do all that. What I want you guys to understand for this segment, this episode, is you know, maybe hearing this, you can probably relay it to someone that you know or you love, and maybe you guys can figure out um, you know, more positive ways or more ideas to love each other on your guys' own. Whether it's you guys having a sibling, a friend, husband, wife, parents, whatever the case is, you know what I mean? Um, we all have had our own like trauma or our own drama within family or something with like a friend where we had a fallout, and my daughters are going through that now as well. They're going through fallouts with friends. They're experiencing things for the first or maybe a repetitive time. Like my oldest is going through this for maybe the second or third time in her life. My little one is going through it for the first time in her life where she's not understanding that she's got a circle of friends that she thought they were probably going to be friends to the end, and it's her first time experiencing the whole like, I don't know what to do with my friends. They're not talking. I'm in the middle. So I've had conversations like that with them, and I've told them, like it can be your mom, it can be your dad. I'm not trying to tell them like don't look at me or mom like that, but you have to understand that people in life are gonna they're gonna give you a lesson. We all I feel like we all give each other a lesson in life, whether it's forever or for a temporary time. And I've just been on a super positive energy, super positive vibe these days. I've said it in a handful of my episodes. I got no hate towards no one. I have no envy towards no one, unless it's a friendly envy. You know what I mean? Like if you can lay down on your bed and knock out right away, then yeah, I'm envying you, because it takes me a cool minute. I gotta play some music, some rain sounds. I have to get myself ready to sleep sometimes, and it's frustrating. So if as far as like envy like that, then yes, I envy you fully. But when it's like super, mean, deep hate or any of that. I have none of that to anyone, towards no one, anyone. I love everybody. I have so much patience, which love is also patient, right? I have so much patience that I have been building up over these years of my life. It's been a rough mental mind state, and you know, I feel like I'm in probably the best mental mindset that I've had ever these days, because I used to just pop off on people. I used to just like not even just pop up. I'd get mad at things and I would hold a grudge. There you go. I'd hold grudges against people. I got no grudges on no one. But again, I will call you out on stuff like, how are you able to sleep so easily, or like how are you able to have a cup of coffee and you're up all day, because I need about two or three. So stuff like that is frustrating, and I want to know your secret. I've been heavy on my gym. I can't say I go every day, but I go every week. Okay, I go every week, and I at least go for a little bit. I get a little quick pump on. I've been trying to work on this routine for streaming. So I apologize. I really am trying to set the routine. I'm trying to set the tone for all of this. Um, Excuse me for those watching. Let's see if that doesn't even really change the difference right now because it's daylight. Um, but it's about that time for me to go into work. So you know, love is patient, love is kind, love is like unconditional, right? And music is one thing that I really love a lot. Love music and my daughters, and I trip out because these girls have such a crazy music. um what is the word for it? They have like their own little composition. I'm sorry, not composite, compilation. They have their own little mix and playlist that they have ready to like just lock and load, and boom, dad, check this out. Dad, check this out. And they're both different. They're both different like styles, but there are songs that they like that are similar, of course, because we all can relate to one song that we all like. You know, of course, everyone loves oldies. As far as us, we love oldies and we love our hip hop. But then they have their own little branches of music that they love to listen to all day, and some of them are catchy. I look and I'm like, all right, I don't know what this is, but I like it. You're onto something here. So, um, for that, I mean, I love how I say, I just wanted to get on here real quick, and now we're reaching 13 minutes. But I wanted to use these notes. I remember I said I was going to use some notes, so I was glad that I can use these as notes for this one, because I definitely wanted to talk about this for sure. Let's see. I think for I did that one. That was pretty good. Okay, so of course here my oldest had said the same thing my little one said. Love is the ultimate aim of my life. Um, she said, you should always think and say, people that are deeply gifted still don't know how to love, and that's where it goes into sometimes we're locked in prison because of our own self love. So that part, it was one of my favorite parts, because yeah, I mean, you think about it. Sometimes people say things like that, like how come you're able to do something like this for someone else, right? And it's because it's like, oh well, it wasn't done for me. I know that feeling of it, so I want someone else to feel what I can't feel. What I wanted me to have, I want someone to experience that at least. And that could go a long way too, whether it's actually loving someone or just being a friend for someone, for like they actually need it. And it's crazy. Music is very powerful. It is very powerful. You could send a song to someone, and that's all you have to do. You could just be like, "Yo, listen to this song right here. Check this song out." They listen to it. Oh my gosh, I was feeling it, and this spoke to me, and all that good stuff. So, um, I definitely, for my next episode, okay, I'm excited to tell you guys this. I checked for my certificate for real estate, and I'm supposed to be getting it in June. but I'm not too sure if I'm walking yet because it was just a certificate. So if I don't get it in June, it's supposed to be announced like on a board or something by June, and I want to say by October this year I'll be able to receive that. But I have already tried to. I've already picked my classes. I've set myself up. I'm going to be taking music classes because music has been on my mind heavily these past couple months. It's been itching. Like I told a handful of people that I didn't really want to drop music no more. But this isn't even about okay. So like I'm gonna end this right now. I'm gonna end this episode. This isn't about rapping. Okay, it's not that because there's so many rappers right now, and I feel like that was a lot of my own downfall to where I saw so many people rapping, and I did not get. I don't want to say like I got discouraged, but I wasn't intimidated by nobody. But it was more of a discouragement because it's like I'm putting in so much hard work to drop a song, and then someone else drops a song effortlessly, and it goes viral. Boom, 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 boom. Someone else does it effortlessly, boom. And I'm not knocking their talent. What I'm saying is I try really hard to angle all of my verses and all of that for my music, right? And I realized at one point I was like, there's no traction that I'm getting as far as that. So I felt like my itch for the music was going away, but I've been feeling it lately. And what I want to do is I'm taking music classes to learn music. So it's not gonna be necessarily for like rapping, but it is gonna help create a better version of me as an artist. And since I'm like rebranding myself, I'm still gonna keep my music name, which the music name will it will always be Taz. But I'm always gonna be I'm forever gonna be the still learning dad now. That is my new own alter ego, fatherhood before everything. And I just want to show my daughters again that there's different outlets that we can take, and let's change the game for us as a family. Let's break generational curses. That's the new trend that I'm on, is breaking generational curses. I don't want them to grow up and do a same routine thing. I don't want them to hear the same things that I heard as a kid. I'm telling them way different things that I heard as a kid, and it's all good. It's nothing bad. It's all positive. So for those listening, I really appreciate you guys who do listen. I'm gonna end this podcast here. My next one was definitely gonna be a lot more about music. The next episode, I will definitely touch more about music. I just wanted to end that with a little update as far as schooling goes, and yeah, it's about that time to go to work. I'm about to go into work right now, but I will see you guys soon, and hopefully it will be streamed on YouTube automatically. This video is going to be edited, and if you're listening on the podcast, you're going to listen right away, obviously. But for those watching, this will be edited and uploaded ASAP. So definitely talk to you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, you guys, have a blessed one.